Warning: electrical and chemical hazard. The methods described in this log involve modifying volatile chemical systems and manipulating raw electricity. Misuse, short-circuiting, or puncturing these cells can result in immediate thermal runaway, explosion, severe chemical burns, and toxic gas inhalation. The Earth battery concepts discussed are demonstrated for theoretical lighting applications only. Proceeding to force charge modern electronics with unregulated voltage can and will destroy your devices. I am not your father. I am not your safety officer. I am a survivor, telling you how the world works when the safety labels burn off. Proceed at your risk. It's been 72 hours. The substations are cold. The transformers have been stripped for copper by the gangs downtown. And this $1,000 piece of glass and silicon in my hand, it's a brick. It is a coffin for your memories. Right now, you are panicking. You are rummaging through your drawers, looking for that solar charger you bought on Amazon 3 years ago. You set it in the window. You wait. Spoiler alert, it's not going to work. The sky is gray with smoke. The UV index is 0. And even if the sun was shining, that panel produces 5 volts at 0.5 amps. Your phone needs a stable handshake from a power management chip just to accept the charge. You are chasing a ghost. And then you remember the hacks. You remember the TikTok videos. You remember the guys sticking nails into potatoes or dirt, promising you free energy. Lie number 1. You can charge an iPhone with dirt. Let's talk physics. Let's talk about internal resistance. Yes, you can generate voltage from dirt. We call it a galvanic cell. But voltage is just pressure. You also need current, the flow. A dirt battery produces current in microamps. Your phone needs milliamps. That is a difference of 1,000 times. Connecting your phone to a dirt battery is like trying to fill a swimming pool with a syringe. It doesn't work. The voltage sags. The phone laughs at you. So, am I telling you to give up? Am I telling you to let the darkness win? No. I am telling you to stop asking the dirt for permission and start stealing the fire. We are going to do 2 things today. First, we will use the dirt to create light. Second, we will scavenge the trash to create power. Hope is a trap. Physics is law. In the old world, value was scarcity. Gold, diamonds, paper money. In the new world, value is energy density. You need to retrain your eyes. Stop looking at the jewelry store. Start looking at the gutter. Specifically, look for the vices. Look for the addictions. Disposable vapes, elf bars, geek bars. This is the greatest failure of consumer capitalism and the greatest gift to the survivor. People bought these for $20. They puffed on them for 3 days until the liquid ran out. Then they threw them in the trash. But here's the secret. The battery inside never died. Inside this plastic shell is a high-grade lithium polymer cell.
It is rechargeable, it is powerful, and usually it still has 40 to 60% charge left when the juice runs out. Society threw away millions of these. They're lying in trash cans, gutters, and landfills right now. Each one of these is a grenade of potential energy. It contains the exact chemistry you need to run a radio, charge a phone, or start a fire. You're not a beggar. You are a harvester. You are going to harvest the ghosts of the old world's dopamine hits. The solution, the galvanic earth array. The limit, this will not charge your phone. I repeat, this will not charge your phone, but it will power an LED. In a blackout, a single red LED is a lighthouse. It stops you from tripping. It marks your location for allies. It keeps the hallucinations away. Step by step, scavenge, rip copper wiring out of the drywall, find galvanized nails. The cell, stick one nail and one piece of copper into the dirt about 4 inches apart. Do not let them touch. The series circuit, we need to boost voltage. Connect the copper of cell 1 to the zinc of cell 2. Copper to zinc, copper to zinc, copper to zinc. This is free energy. As long as the dirt is wet, the light stays on. It is the eternal flame of the cynic. Now that we can see, let's get the real power.
We are going back to the vapes, the extraction. It smells like strawberries. That's the juice. Trash it. Deep inside, covered in tape, is a silver rectangular pouch. This is the heart. Warning, this is a pouch cell. It is soft. If you puncture it with your knife, the lithium reacts with oxygen. It will vent fire that water cannot put out. Be gentle. The reality check. A single lithium cell provides 3.7 volts. Your smartphone charger standard is 5 volts. If you plug this directly into a modern iPhone, it might refuse the charge. It's under voltage. The fix? You need a boost converter. Where do you find one? Inside a power bank. Even a dead power bank usually has a working circuit board. The battery died, but the brain is alive. Wire the vape battery to the input of the power bank circuit board. Now you have a functional charger made of garbage. We talked about lighting an LED. We talked about a single emergency call. But what if you need more? What if you need to run a Baofeng radio for a week? You need to graduate from scavenging to harvesting. You need to hunt for the 1865. Most people see a broken laptop and see a dead computer. I see a fuel tank. Old laptops use removable battery packs. Inside that plastic brick are usually 6 to 8 1865 lithium-ion cells. Crack the shell, cut the nickel rips, test them. Now you have raw power bricks. But wait. Every abandoned car is a power station. A standard car battery could charge your iPhone 50 times over. But here is where physics kills the ignorant. A car battery is 12 volts. Your phone is 5 volts. If you connect them directly, poof, magic smoke. Your phone melts. You cannot scavenge electricity without a translator. You need a buck converter. Where do you find one?
Car chargers. Look in the glove box of every abandoned car. Those little cigarette lighter USB plugs, those are buck converters. Smash the casing, solder wires to the springs. Now you can drain a dead SUV to keep your map running for a month.
We need to talk about what you are handling. Risk number 1, thermal runaway. If you cross those wires, if positive touches negative for even a second, the current goes to infinity. The electrolyte boils. Boom. You don't have a hospital. You don't have skin grafts. A chemical burn on your hand in a grid-down scenario is a death sentence. Infection will kill you slower than the fire. Risk number 2, toxic gas. If that battery vents, it releases hydrogen fluoride. It melts your lungs. Rule: do this outside. Never do this in your bunker. Never do this while you sleep. Physics is a generous God, but it punishes arrogance. The moment of truth. It's alive. You have 4%. That is enough for a GPS fix. That is enough to check the medical guide to treat your wife's fever. Don't do it. Don't look at the photos. Don't scroll through the old texts. Nostalgia is a calorie leak. Grief is a heavy backpack. You cannot afford to carry it right now. Use the power to survive. Use it to find water. Use it to map the threats. Then turn it off. Save the electrons. Why am I teaching you this? Because when the dollar dies, energy is currency. I will charge your radio for 2 cans of tuna. I will light your bunker for a box of antibiotics. That is how you survive, not by hoarding, but by becoming the utility company of the wasteland. You are the thief of fire. Hope is a trap. Physics is law. Survival is rebellion.